This one is barely the size of a coin tained, and already the race has started. Instinct pulls every hatchling toward the water to pand, but the open ground is deadly. This one made it. Most of its nestmates never will. By day 1, it has already vanished into the reeds. Every movement is a risk. It has learned to swim in short, careful bursts. A larger shape passes close prawned, too close. By day 4, it has found its first shelter, juvenile, a fallen log at the pond's edge. Its first meal tyon, a cluster of algae growing along the waterline. By day 6, it has learned to hunt high. A small aquatic insect doesn't stand a chance. For the first time, it risks the open-air coaling and climbs onto the log to bask. By day 8, the whole pond has become its territory to explore. This is what survival looks like at 9 days old. "10 days in, and already it dwarfs the hatchling that first slipped beneath the water. It no longer hides at the first sign of movement. But the pond that raised it is about to change. By day 12, its appetite has changed completely. Snails, larvae, tender shoots, nothing in reach is safe. 14 days in, and its shell is noticeably firmer. It now basks for 20 minutes at a time, a tide, soaking in every degree of warmth. 16 days, and the edge of its shell has begun to peel. It's outgrowing its own armor faster than nature can replace it. 18 days, and it now fights the current instead of avoiding it. Its hunts are getting bolder tined and bigger. By day 20, the fallen log belongs to it, and it alone. "22 days, and heavy rain has stirred the pond floor. It waits it out, hidden beneath the roots. "25 days, and the water has cleared to mained. It wastes no time. It has started digging at the mud, an instinct it doesn't yet understand. 28 days, and its shell pattern is becoming unmistakable. And it's fast now, Taction. Fast enough to outrun most things in this pond. 1 month old, and already unrecognizable from the hatchling that first reached this log. But the dry season is coming tem, and it has never faced one. 33 days, and the water is retreating from the shoreline. It moves toward the deepest part of the pond, instinct guiding it. 35 days, and the sun has turned the shrinking water green. and on its shell, something new has begun to grow.
38 days, and the patch has spread across 2 full scutes.
Stagnant water and relentless heat have made the pond a hostile place. 40 days in, and it barely moves in the calves. The water is too warm, too thin. 42 days, and the fungal patch has turned dark at the edges. The pond it was born into is now barely more than a puddle. 44 days, and the heron returns. "45 days, and the sky finally breaks.
The rain that almost came too late.
47 days, and the rising water sweeps it toward the main channel. "49 days, and it finds a submerged root to hold against the flow. The flood that threatened it is the same flood that will save it. 51 days, and the fresh water is already washing the sickness from its shell. It drifts into calmer water for the first time in weeks. 53 days, and it feeds again for the first time since the drought began. The worst of it is over. 55 days, and the last of the fungal patch flakes away in the clean water. The pond it nearly lost has given it a second chance. 56 days, and the fallen log, freeing its first territory calms, is submerged and full again.
58 days, and it basks longer than it ever has before.
60 days, and it feeds like it's making up for lost time. 61 days, and the pond has never looked this alive. 62 days, and its shell shows no trace of what it survived. 63 days, and it's visibly bigger than before the drought ever began. 64 days, and smaller fish now yield the water to it. 65 days, and the hardest chapter of its life is finally behind it. From here, there is only growth. The same log, the same turtle, 65 days apart. The next 35 days will pass faster than any before them.
What comes next is simply tanned, becoming.
68 days, and its growth is now almost impossible to track day by day. 70 days, and it now claims the very edge of the log and down, the boldest spot of all. 72 days, and its shell pattern has all but finished forming. 75 days, and even small fish are no longer safe from it. 78 days, and this wetland is starting to feel small around it. 80 days, and its shell no longer yields to anything, the stove end, not even a collision with stone. 82 days, and the last traces of its hatchling shell are shedding away. 85 days, and almost nothing remains of the hatchling that once fit inside an eggshell. 87 days, and it digs again at the brank, an instinct pointing toward its own future. 90 days, and the log that once dwarfed it now barely fits its full length. 92 days, and it follows the current beyond the wetland for the first time. 95 days, and the small pool it was born into can no longer hold it. 97 days, and beyond the creek, a much larger lake awaits. 98 days, and it pushes further from the only home it has ever known. 99 days. Tomorrow, this journey comes full circle. Day 100. This is the same turtle that once fit inside an eggshell. And this is where its story continues. Alnum, a lake far larger than anything it has known. 100 days ago, it was one of 100. Now, it is simply dawned alive.